We'd like to call the meeting to order for the Newfane Selectboard Organizational Meeting on Wednesday, March 4th, 2026 at 5 p.m. Avery, can you confirm that the meeting was properly warned?
Yes.
Now we will turn the meeting back over to the newly elected officials.
So you gotta have us do a election of chair, and then you can turn it
Would you
over.
like to elect a chair? Do you have a motion to elect a chair?
I make a motion to elect Katie Johnson Applin as chair of the Newfane Select Board.
Do we have anyone to second that motion? Or any discussion on that motion?
Need a second, then we can discuss. We went through
I
all these.
actually would have liked to have Todd again, because it'll be his last year, but whatever. Nothing,
You got that right.
but if, whatever.
Well, there needs to be a second to it. If anybody wants a
I'll
second.
second it, so we can get on to it.
Yeah. Now we can discuss.
Now,
Learned all
what did
these
you
rules
say? Can you
yesterday.
say it a little louder? What did you say?
I second it, that way we can go to votes. And,
To Katie.
yeah, but
Okay.
I'd like to also
Okay,
nominate Todd.
that's fine. I would go along with that.
So you got two to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do the vote on the one first and then do the vote on the second.
Yeah.
Did we,
Like,
from the procedurally, apparently that would be the proper way of doing that. So, call to a vote.
Are you guys gonna vote on this to make Katie Johnson Applin the chair?
All in
The Newfane
favor,
Select Board for
all in favor,
2026.
say
Can,
You'd say all this in
Are
favor.
you
Oh, all
okay
in
with
favor?
I don't care one way or the other.
all
All
those
those
opposed.
opposed?
I'm gonna abstain, so.
You can vote on this
You
one.
can vote.
Katie can't vote on this one, so there's 4 people that can vote on this one. So I vote aye. If anybody else wants to vote aye, that's fine. Then it
I'll
goes to,
abstain.
then is vote nay. Anybody vote nay?
Does anyone vote nay?
no, I'll go along with it.
So,
Somebody has to say something, otherwise the ayes have it.
yeah, there's only one vote positive right now. If 3 of you guys abstain, then the ayes will have it and it goes into a non-thing. This is not a competitive thing, it's just a
Housekeeping.
housekeeping.
Okay. Well, I will go along and say aye for Katie.
Okay.
Okay. The
All
ayes
right.
have it, so that makes the new chair Katie Johnson.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
There we go.
Wait, hold on. That don't sound quite right to me. We had 2 officers running. Yeah, actually, you went with Katie. I went with I just so we could go on and elect the next officer, which was Todd. And then we should have either had a vote and had 1 vote for Katie.
That was
She
1 vote for
voted for
Katie. Yeah,
Katie as
I
well.
voted for Katie and then
And Marion voted for Katie as well, so that's 2
2.
votes for Katie.
So now we can, make the motion for Todd to be chairman, and then we can vote again.
Yeah, but she's
So
the
does
one that
someone
wants
wanna
to
make a
nominate
motion
Todd
to-
too.
Does someone want to make a motion for Todd to be the chairman?
I already did.
Already did.
Okay, so do we have a second for that motion?
So
Marion seconded it.
Marion made the motion, you second.
No, I didn't make any
No,
motion.
she didn't make any
No,
motion.
you didn't
I
make
made
you
the
made the
motion.
motion for Todd. Now, Marion, if you second the motion.
Yeah, I'm,
Second the motion, then we can, Todd will abstain from this one because he's being voted. So now 4 people vote on Todd. And if Todd makes it, then now the next is, the more votes for whoever got the more votes, right?
Greg, what do you think? When you got 2 people running.
I believe, if I may speak, that because you've nominated 2 people, and if they both are approved by the board, which means majority vote, you do it again.
Okay, that's what I was
You do it
thinking,
until you have 1 chair.
till we have 1 share, okay. So,
So now we're going to make a motion, a newer
We
motion.
already have the new
The
motion
motion's
for
already-
Todd, so we're now in the voting portion for Todd.
Now you wait to say, are there,
I mean,
all those in favor say, we're at that part. Katie?
my
All those in
motion,
favor of Todd,
okay, my motion originally was to be for Todd.
Yes, we got that.
Yeah.
Now we're,
So
now
it's
we're
all set.
about
Now
to
you're
vote.
voting on it.
now we're
Okay.
just gonna vote, so all those in favor of Todd being the chair,
Todd.
say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed,
Nay.
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 Just so there's
Now
one,
here we are.
So now, so it's a tie again. So now we will do the vote again. We make a motion.
How do we,
I make a motion for Todd as chair.
Okay,
I second that motion.
okay. So now we all vote again.
So now we all vote again. All those in favor of Todd being the chair, please say aye.
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 Okay.
Just to get it over with. Fine.
Okay.
So it.
I
And all
abstain.
those opposed,
I abstain.
yep, and all those opposed.
I guess so.
That's fine.
Okay.
So
Yes.
there's 3 ayes.
Nay.
Two
There's 3
abstain-
ayes, 1 abstained, 1 nay, so now
And
that would make.
There we go. So
Todd
now
the chair.
Todd's the
Okay.
chair.
Todd takes over.
So
Okay, so let's move on to the next. Now Todd takes over.
now
Thank goodness.
there we go.
Why'd you give me the stressful part?
So we've elected the chair, which is
Yes.
sitting over there somewhere. I don't know. We need to elect a vice chair. Anybody need to make a motion for vice chair?
I'll make a motion that Katie Johnson Applin for the vice chair. How's that?
It's fine. You good with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
We need a
Do
second.
we have a second for that motion?
Official
I'll
second.
second it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we gotta vote.
Now, all those in favor of Katie being vice chair, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed or abstaining?
Abstained.
1 abstention. So that carries. We now have a vice chair. We're gaining.
Okay.
Election of clerk to the board, which is you guys,
That
right?
would be us, yeah.
Okay,
You just keep it the same.
that's all we have, yeah. I
So
make
do
a,
you have to make a motion?
make a
on that?
motion that we keep it the same as it is.
I make a motion we keep it the same.
Second it.
So would that be just you or Melissa?
Just for the
Handler?
record, let's state that out, what
Okay.
position it is out
I
loud.
make a motion that we keep Katie Bristol and Melissa, both Katie and Melissa, as the clerk to the board.
Second it.
Second.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of Katie and Melissa being the clerk to the board, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed or abstaining? Okay.
All right, there we go.
Set the regular meeting day and time.
You like it the way it is?
I do.
Okay.
That's what I recommend. Same
I
thing.
make a motion
I'll
for
keep on
the
with it.
first and third Mondays of the month at 6 p.m. to be our regular meeting day and time.
Is there a second?
I second.
Any discussion? All right, all those in favor of the meeting day being the first and third Monday and the start time of the meeting at 6 p.m. signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed or abstaining? Okay, confirmed meeting location. I don't even know if we have to make a motion, Eloise.
I make a motion that our meeting location is here at the town office.
Second.
Okay, the motion's been made and seconded to have the meeting here at the town office. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed or abstaining? Board of Health, Board of Liquor Control and Cannabis Control. Commission as needed before or after select board meetings. I mean, the Board of Health. So is that, or,
You usually hold those before and after your meetings, like you've done in the past. Since you're all here, then we just warn those meetings for before or after your normal.
so that's in like alcohol permits and all that
Yep.
stuff?
Liquor
Yep.
permits, the cannabis control for when they have to get their permits renewed for new places.
Have a motion.
I make a motion
Do we keep it the same?
We keep it
Yeah.
the same.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to keep the Board of Health, Board of Liquor Control, Cannabis Control Commission as needed before or after a select board meeting. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstaining. Designation of official posting locations and notices and minutes.
I make a motion to continue our current official posting locations of the library, WW, and here in the town office,
Also the website.
and our
To mention
website.
that.
Everybody hear that? All those in favor, is there any discussion?
Oh, and porch forum. Okay.
Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed or abstaining. Designation of the official newspaper posting of notices, advertisements. Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion. We keep the official newspaper of postings and notices and advisements the same.
And the official newspaper is gonna be Reformer.
Brattleboro Reformer.
All those in favor of that motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed or
Aye.
abstaining? The ayes have it. Authorized payroll and accounts payable procedures.
So what you do is you authorize Melissa Brown to do the authorized payroll. The payroll is done prior to the select board's approval. And, accounts payable as needed, which are then put before the board at each meeting.
You wanna make that a motion?
I make a motion for Melissa Brown, our treasurer, to do authorized payroll and accounts payable procedures prior to our meetings for us to authorize.
Is there any
I second.
discussion? Second's been made, is there any, yeah, talking about it?
Are we talking about anything?
I don't know. Everybody go to the, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed or abstaining? The ayes have it. Signatures of policies. We have personnel policy, conflict of interest policy, elected employee benefits policy, rules of procedure for select board, purchasing policy.
These are all the policies we have right here, right?
Yep.
So we just need to sign
Sign on
your,
those.
your sign on those. Do you wanna do those at the beginning or at the end? Or now or the end?
Probably the end, huh?
Yeah.
And you don't need to sign those tonight, you can take them home and look at them, and they can be signed at the next meeting if you'd like. We can explain what was changed in each of those, if that helps you, and then you can go home and read them and sign them next meeting.
I
It's
read them.
totally up to you guys.
So where do we
I
send
think we've
them
already
back?
gone over these when you guys
Names have
already
to be
made,
changed.
whatever
They're-
little
they're
changes you
changed
guys
here.
made, we've been up to date on it, haven't we?
Yeah.
No, but
So-
this is the.
Oh, yeah.
I make a motion, we
2024.
Okay.
reserve, we do all the signing of all the policies at the end of the meeting before we go.
Is there a second?
Second.
The motion's been made and seconded
They have
to sign all the policies, the personnel policy, conflict of interest policy, elected employee benefits policy, rules of procedure for select board in purchasing policy. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed or abstaining? Official appointments, Conservation Commission 2. Do we know which two?
It is Jeff Mortimer and Michelle Mortimer.
So,
Greg, you got the list, right?
Yeah, did you guys not?
no, we got the list.
Yeah,
I
you
got
should
a
have the list.
I contacted them, they did not get back to me saying they didn't want to, so I would say at this point,
I don't think I have the
It's on the
list.
back page.
Um,
It's the very last page of the packet.
has there been anybody on this list that has said that they don't wanna do their
No.
no,
position?
not that I'm aware, as of right now, no.
Okay.
When's the very last?
I made a
No, I know,
motion,
but I read this whole thing there.
Oh, you don't have a copy.
To appoint,
I make a motion that we keep,
Do you
we
have an extra copy,
reappoint
Marion?
all appointed officials currently on the list that require reappointment.
We do have one position that we'd like to discuss.
Which one is that?
That would be the Wyndham Solid Waste, Management Alternative Representative.
Okay,
We had a Lorena Tourist, I'm sorry if I'm
Okay.
saying her name wrong. She reached out and would like to be the alternate if that is
Where,
possible.
where are you, where are
Do you
you
want
on
to
the
give up
list?
your alternate
Window
position?
solid waste
I
management.
hate to lose the money, but yeah.
18.
Okay. Okay,
So we gotta take care of the conservation committee first, we need to vote on that.
well, I'm just wondering if we can do all of, because there hasn't been anybody that doesn't want to do this.
Well,
There was only one swap is between Mike and the person who said they want to do that.
I'm not sure about Archer Mayor.
He has not said he wasn't, and he's still appointed by the state for
Oh,
that
okay.
position. So until that changes, we can't change his position
No,
as a
no,
state
I
appointed.
just, I had heard differently, so I just wanted to say.
So that's for the deputy health officer?
Yeah,
Is that what
so
we're
one
talking
is
about?
by the town and one is by the state, and he's still appointed as a state, so we can keep him in as the towns until that's not there anymore.
So what I'm thinking is that we could package all of this into, with the one exception of the Wyndham Solid Waste Supervisor, right? We can hold all of that. And I know you're hurting for the money, Mike.
Mhm.
You know, if you don't mind not being the alternate, we can vote on all of these in one shot instead of needing to go through each one of them. It would save a few minutes. Does that sound right?
I have a question. Greg? Under fence viewers, your name is on the left, but you're not doing it anymore?
What? No, just a,
No, look, there's an empty space here.
that's a different, whole different category. These are two lists of
They're two
categories.
different lists.
Fence viewer should be Larry Robinson, that expires this year. Greg Record expires this year, and George Friend expires this
They're
year.
all 1 year.
So we just need to, as far as you know, everybody's good with it?
Again, nobody contacted me saying otherwise, so I would say
No,
yes.
there's no, Greg Record is here.
He's right here.
Empty.
This is the zoning administrator and F9 coordinator. This is a completely different list. So you're only looking at this half for the fence viewers. Okay.
So do we wanna move to the next one, or what are we just gonna do what Chris said?
Do you want,
Did we have a second to your motion?
I'll second his motion.
yeah, so
Restate the, just for
I
the
make a
record.
motion that we, consolidate all the appointments in, of everyone requiring reappointment into one vote.
Wyndham Solid Waste.
With the addition of the new individual for the alternative for Wyndham Solid Waste Management Supervisor.
Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Mike
That's a
seconded it.
question about this. You wanting us to do all of this?
All of this in one shot.
Yeah, but how do we know? How do we know that each person is still gonna be on?
We made.
To get letters.
What we do is we prepared letters for them. They get the letter just like
Oh,
in the
you
past.
did it beforehand.
No,
No, you do it after
you do
tonight.
it after tonight, and then they have a time to sign it.
Letter
and
just
accept
confirms
it.
that they want it,
Or
or they
if
don't
they
want
say
it.
they don't want it, then they don't want it. And this is the way it goes every year, but usually they go down one by one to say the same
That's
name for
right.
1 year.
Yeah.
But you can do it, like Chris is saying, in one white, let's reinstate everybody for their current position.
Okay, no,
the
because I'm
change.
used to in the past, we went
Yeah.
through every
Yeah.
single name, right, Greg?
Yeah, the only thing that I would just, again, I wanna make this, we haven't gotten letters every year.
But we already created them, so this year they
Okay,
will.
and that would be my only
Yeah.
concern is because there,
We
this has
found
been
that-
done in the
That's right,
past and people
because
have
I-
not been notified,
Right,
yes or no. So, no, if you guys
Yeah.
are all set, everybody's gonna get one, and then they can get back to you and say, I'm not interested, I don't see where that would
No,
be. an
Melissa and
issue.
I have found a lot of things that are easier to stay ahead of. So before town meeting, we even went through with Avery and had all the letters created to be prepared for now.
That would be my
And
only
then we
concern.
had Avery get them
so
ready for
you
next year
spoke to
already.
each person?
No, that's
No,
not our
the
position.
names have to be filled in, but the letter
No, I-
bodies are made.
Yeah, I understand that.
These people have never been spoken to every year before their position. If that helps you. Some people reach out and say yes or no,
Right, like
but the letters
Chris
Or
Williams
usually mail.
spoke to me and said, yes, I would like to be road commissioner. And he said that he would not like to share the position.
Yeah,
No, but that's different.
But that's the
No,
same.
I'm just, Greg, are you agreeing that in the past it was
No,
different?
this is different than what we've always done.
Yes,
But I
okay,
agree,
that's all.
it's a more efficient way, as long as those letters are sent.
Right,
But what you're doing, you're making a motion, everybody's appointed.
yeah,
Now, if the letters aren't sent, so they get a chance to say they don't want it, or
Right.
that they
That's
even understand they're on there.
yeah,
I mean, I think your biggest concerns, as I've seen over the years, would be the Development Review Board. There's always people in there that want in and out. You know, some of the planning, but no, I think this will, hopefully it'll be very efficient. Obviously, you've done more work in the beginning than has been done, but I would think that'd be fine.
No, the thing it is, we're gonna go down to it name by name tonight. You ask Greg, have you heard anything, Greg? No. All right, we're gonna put them all in anyways.
Right.
Just say go through name by name. They get the letter, if they come back and say they don't want it, then it gets switched out, but other than that, it's just us and Greg here tonight, anyway, you know?
Right. I'm fine with what Chris said, just consolidate it all. Send the letters out and we'll know fairly quickly who wants it and who doesn't, I guess. And if they don't want it, then we bring it up to the next board meeting, see if there is somebody out there that does want it. This
Then
gives,
hopefully you could get if you get the mass mailing out, you get back the names you don't, then you can advertise,
Right.
these are the openings in the town of Newfane, if anybody's interested. That hasn't always been done either, so.
right,
so then you would, want to have the deadline by when they respond.
Let me grab the letter, I think it does. If you wanna vote on
Yeah.
this, we can do that, and then I can show you the letter, you can critique it,
122,
if you like.
6,
because I
No,
think,
because you said they already said,
No, they sent them out after tonight.
We sent, we can't
So
send them
there's-
out until after tonight, they were
No, I
created
know.
and ready for tonight.
There's
to be sent.
35 letters
yeah,
that are going to be.
right, I understand that.
There's no deadline on the current letter. It says I'm accepting my appointment and they have to mail it back, it has to be mailed back to us.
yesterday.
And every letter's created for every single person. Here's Greg's now, he's here, I can have him sign all his, it's. In the years past, like Greg's saying, these weren't sent out. So people didn't know,
not consistent.
not consistently. Some were sent out, some were, you know, people changed where they live, they changed their PO box.
This should be an easier way to keep track of it, actually.
And we have more, we have more consistent checks and balances
Yeah.
with our support system.
Because
be
we could
able
actually
to-
put this up, once it's all approved, put this up on the bulletin board for people walking in can say, oh, this is who I gotta go see. Okay, are we ready to say yes, no, or maybe?
Yeah.
All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
I
Opposed or abstaining? The ayes have it.
Okay.
So, where are we going to from here?
Home, if we do it right.
Maybe the only thing I'd add on that letter, if you could add, is put a respond date by 15 days, 30
Yeah,
days,
that's
or
what I
whatever.
was saying.
That's what Marion was saying.
No, that's what I'm saying, but you said it doesn't,
It doesn't have one now.
It can
It
because
can.
they have to fill in names.
yeah.
Do we want to make a motion to vote on please respond to this letter within?
I think
That would help.
it's easier.
That would certainly help make it,
I will second that
Happen.
motion.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Have you
So
got a
second
date?
the
I
motion.
mean,
let's see.
30 days or whatever?
How about
about 3
before
weeks?
before the next select board meeting?
Well, that's,
How
that's like
about a
10
month?
days.
That's 10 days, that's a lot of time
Well,
for somebody.
If they get the letters right out, it's 10 days.
Yeah,
If it takes 2 or 3 days to get the letters out,
Right.
then
They'll
it's
be
not.
mailed tomorrow, because they're all ready. We had them dated to go out. We were just waiting on this.
yeah.
I would give them 2 weeks.
Okay.
Give people 2 weeks.
That'd be the
Okay.
next select board meeting, right?
So, that's all right. We'll hear back in April.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
So you want to adjust your motion to,
I make a motion for, let's say, 3 weeks by April 25th. Or sorry, March 25th.
March 25th.
all
Okay.
those, I need a second.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed or abstaining? The ayes have it. Looks like is that all we have on the agenda?
That's it.
Yes. I have one question. I have one question. No one ran for constable, so what happens with that position?
Just leave it empty.
It just stays empty?
'Cause we
Melissa
discussed
and I
that once
talked about it
before.
today, and that something about you guys appointing somebody
Well, they
for
had
the
already-
position.
They had already discussed.
We
at
discussed
that-
a few,
Okay.
A few meetings.
and we said we weren't gonna
ago,
appoint
they were
a
gonna
constable
appoint-
because we didn't have to.
That was
Okay.
from last
Yeah, her
year.
and I talked about that today.
I was
She
gonna
said
mess with
something
the
about
voting
appointing
line.
him, so.
The problem with it is the liability and
It's a liability, yeah.
you gotta buy a cruiser and you gotta do this, you gotta get uniforms, health benefits, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's gotta be certified to be able to even do it. Not that I'm saying
No.
you can do it, I mean,
No,
but
I would
Oh.
recommend that, if we hold a special meeting this summer, that we consider voting on the constable, doing away with the constable position again at that time.
I would agree with that. I think that this is not it's not a position that we're not gonna be chartered anytime soon.
Right.
And even if we make the 2,000 person or 2,500 limit or lower end of having a police department, we have Wyndham County State and Brat PD, something, we could find somewhere to do it instead of needing to take on any sort of any more liability than that. I don't think,
You guys check with VLCT or the state, I mean, again.
I think
I
Melissa,
laid back when it was very clear, those type of positions, the select board were responsible.
It has to go to the
Post
town.
haste is what the way it used to be worded. They were supposed to get somebody ASAP. So if that's changed, fine. If it hasn't changed, and I don't know if you guys will have the right to say we aren't gonna have it, but they probably changed the rules.
I thought Melissa looked into that, right?
Yeah, we had reached out
And
to-
said you don't have to have a constable.
Yeah,
That came
And
up
if you
at-
wanted to bring it, if you wanted a constable again, you all you had to do is, like Katie was saying, have a special meeting, you vote somebody in.
We have, for our next meeting, we have fun stuff to talk about regarding drafting a committee to talk about this stuff and things, and we can talk about that more then because,
oh yeah, committees were suggested and voted on, Todd, you missed it.
so we get
It's
to,
fun.
we get to start a committee at our next meeting.
About the firehouse and the,
No, about moving
Yeah,
the
the
time,
firehouse
date, and
and the school
location of
and-
town
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah.
I make a motion, we do it down at the elementary school.
What was, if you don't mind me asking, why was there had to be a committee formed to this? That's been brought up numerous times at town, and it's
So, to find what the general population would actually make more effort to attend.
That's what the whole point of the thing is.
Committee was, people brought up the word committee because of people. People wanted, instead of saying, all right, reword this article, let's actually have it here or there. They wanted to have a committee so people could get together and community could be in, community involvement could see how everyone felt about that idea. It's just more people talking about doing more things. The
We already
idea.
have some interest for it.
The idea of
People talked to me
having
last night.
off-road parking, I mean, the nostalgia of having the Williamsville Hall and the Union Hall is great. However, Jay and a few other people were chipping ice off of that, and it was a real pain in the butt. Not a lot of parking.
I'm saying, Chris,
You know.
with all due respect, I've been through this twice.
Oh, yes.
I don't understand, and please, I'm not opposed, I'm just saying, I'm just giving you my 2 cents. I don't know what the committee is gonna resolve, what couldn't have been done on the floor at town meeting. Town meeting is when the people are together.
I
Well,
That's
the
when you
people
bring
who
up the
can
article.
arrive for
That-
Tuesday town meeting are present. All the people who can't arrive because they're at work or whatever are not present to put in their 2 cents about it. And that's what we're trying to do is
So
get
you think more
more
people?
attendance. I mean,
Okay.
no, that's what the committee is aiming to find out. Who knows?
I
Whatever.
doubt you'll ever get much more than what you did at town meeting, but
I
that's my opinion.
understand that.
did not know
But
that
let
this
them
was
go through their
a
wishes.
second time subject again. This is the
Like
first
the
time I've been
2011,
doing this.
2014,
Oh, okay.
It's
So
brought this up.
it's happened before.
Yeah.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
So,
They were talking about doing it on a Saturday, and they did it on a Saturday one year. What is it? Total flop, wasn't it?
As far as having town meeting,
Yeah,
yes, yeah.
it was bad.
It was a good idea, it was very much, but the end result was, people who were working, have Saturday off, aren't gonna spend their
Right.
day off. coming
And
to
that was one of the ideas. Somebody after town meeting said, "Hey, check with Westminster because they changed theirs to do the same thing, Saturday and then physical voting on Tuesday." Because you can't change the voting, but you can change the town meeting. And they said it didn't really increase anything or
We
anything.
never did it for the town, we did it for the school district
Yeah.
back in the day, and it was a flop. It was a flop, so, anyway.
Well, it used to be a town meeting, they went for the whole day when the school and everything was all involved.
Right.
Yeah.
So everybody came to it because they wanted to have to put their sense on the school. Which, now they got that off to the side, nobody,
They don't even know when the meeting's
they
going
don't
to
even think about the damn shit, which that's where everybody should be piling into. I mean, they're killing us.
Katie made a point to have Kim put that out, and all the information got out, so everyone knows.
It's April 8th, Wednesday, April 8th.
Yeah, Wednesday, April 8th at the Newburgh?
Newbrook.
At Newburgh.
be. I certainly would hope that people would start showing up to this because they only had, what, 290 votes for 5 towns last year? That's ridiculous.
It was 50 from the town of Newfane, and I said that at the meeting yesterday. It was like only 50 people showed up. That's abysmal turnout, folks.
And they all gasped like they didn't realize.
Newfane,
that-
nobody's a better town,
yeah.
what's that tell you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
See, Marlboro closed their school. We're going to
And
close
so
it.
did Leesboro.
Yeah, and who the heck was the other one?
Jamaica.
Yeah, they're waiting until the budget vote, I guess. But then you got Wyndham, they closed theirs. So they're closing more and more schools. It seems like their budget ought to be going down. Seems like you've got 3 less buildings and 3 less worth of teachers, buildings with teachers in them. But this is a select board meeting, not a school
No,
board
pile them
meeting.
all
So.
in, the teachers all go to the next school. I'll keep them all on. Look at our up here, I think there's a lot of kids driving up here to this school now.
Yeah,
There's 30 cars on their parking lot every day.
I think we're done.
I think we are too. Anybody want to make a motion to adjourn? If anybody else got
Are
anything before the
Do
meeting?
we have any signatures that we're going to do for
Oh, yeah, we
policies,
need to,
or do
sign all
we
the paperwork
just want to
before
push
we
it to the
adjourn.
next meeting? That's okay too.
I don't care, whatever you guys want to do.
I'll sign it now. I mean, all these policies that have been changed have been slowly changed.
Do we have the
over.
official one?
Yep. You leave this one in your packet.
It's right there, conflict of interest. But is there a place to sign?
If I could just mention one other thing to you guys, I know I've talked to the chief about it. I don't know what happened again, I did not remove, but this appropriation stuff. When I first became a selectman, it was like it is now, we would have 30 to 40 articles. A majority of them were for appropriations. At town meeting now, this was not a select board deal, this was a town meeting, the voters of the town of Newfane said, okay, I hope I get this right, I can look at, I've got all the books. Anything new, regardless if it was $10, if it was 10,000, anything new had to be an article. Anything less, I think it was $1,000, that could be wrong, but anything less a certain amount was at the discretion of the board to make the decision. So anything new, and then anything over 2,000, which was always back then, was Grace Cottage, Rescue. There were a couple of Wyndham County Planning Commission stuff anyway. Always, anything over $2,000 was always an article, anything new had to be an article. And other than that, it was at the board's discretion. And we had, for years, we had meetings, at town meeting, we only had 10 or 12 articles.
Yeah, it made it a lot better.
So, where my point is, and again, I'm not trying to be a stickler, that was done, that was voted and done by the town, not by the select board. So I don't quite sure how you guys get away from that without the town telling you to. I was very
It's just
surprised the
that-
last couple of years that you've had that, those great big lists, and
It's the transparency portion of it's not only in your town report, but then you also get to see the individual amount itemized. increased. And this year they did it again. They bundled all of the articles and voted on the lump sum, so it went rapidly after some short discussion. But it's so that everybody sees what those
the
numbers.
article that was not addressed, there had to be someone from the
We're gonna
floor
cross that
to
out.
speak to the article. Automatic denial if no one was there.
Alright,
Probably.
And
I
you
would've
all
done
had to,
that.
you also had to have, in the town report, you had to submit, which that's always been good, you guys have always had
Yeah.
that stuff. But again, I'm not asking, I'm just telling you, I just was a little baffled how the last few years we've been having so many, because that was not per the town vote, it was not the way it was supposed to have been done.
I think it's just listening to how people feel about it. They want to know where their money's going. They want to know what's happening, and other towns are having bigger issues, and it's, listening to that feedback from the larger community and making it very transparent in our stead.
but I think what Greg's saying too, just like Grace Cottage or any of them guys that wanted some money, they always had to have somebody at town meeting that day speak,
Right.
Where, well, they've been doing to us lately is just sending us a letter ahead of
No, I
time.
mean, you put it here.
Last time I was on the board,
Last year.
if you wanted
Oh, right.
money from the town, you had to have a letter stating what you are and what the purpose of you being in the town of Newfane was.
But they had to show up at the meeting too,
Right.
a representative.
Was that before they put all the letters in the back of the book?
We didn't know where.
'Cause right now,
Well, I think they still had the letters in there, but
The
they,
letters were still,
They were still there?
yeah, we had time.
There was people that were requesting money from us, and you asked them what they did for the town of Newfane, nothing.
Yeah.
So we're like, wait a minute, that's not good.
Now we ask them to prove what they do for the town of Newfane with the paperwork that they submit.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, like item, not individuals, but the number of people who are served.
We gave about half that amount in the town of Townsend
Here.
in our social appropriations.
They had quite a crowd up there yesterday, holy cow.
Yeah, but for the appropriations, our town paid about half what Newfane paid out in appropriations.
All right,
Yep.
What's your overall budget?
I don't know, I have my town report book in my office here, because I brought it in to show the difference in appropriations.
Brattleboro did away with theirs.
Yeah, Brattleboro did away with
Didn't
theirs.
do any of it,
Yeah,
They didn't do any of them.
no,
Interesting.
which was controversial.
They're leaving it up to the town.
Yeah. Understand.
Yeah, people were,
But a lot of
a
things
lot
to
of
think
people were
about
very
for us
upset
for
by that.
next year. Not necessarily saying.
but I tell you what, it's like go back to the schools and all this, somehow they gotta figure out, start cutting. People gotta figure this thing out, they're driving everybody out of the state, not just, everybody says, worry about the kids, well, it ain't the kids, it's all the kids, what about the older people too?
right.
And, want the house and can't afford the tax, and
No, there was a lot of
I mean, it's just
talking in circles yesterday.
a lot of these guys right here paying $8,000-9,000 a year on their house for tax. Well, shit, you sell that and go down to Florida.
Florida's like the same old stuff, right? The Congress of the United States has had an approval rating, has never been above 40 for ever. Everyone, the American people are not happy with Congress, but when it comes time to put in their rep, they put them back in.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody in Vermont agrees the education is a mess. It needs to be fixed, but they start, well, we gotta get rid of your school. No, we're not getting, so it's that same old thing.
it's like trying to put speed bumps in Williamsville. The people came to us and asked and said they wanted it, and then one person was like, no, I don't want that, it's gonna be too noisy. And it stalled for 6 months and it never got done.
And then
Damn if
winter
you do,
came.
damn if you don't. Like you're not gonna please everybody, so at some point you've gotta figure it out. and
I'm
do
showing
what
up
you
here,
think is
boy.
best.
we still need a motion to be able to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. Is there any discussion?
Thank you.
Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Say aye.
Opposed or abstaining, we are now officially adjourned.
Adjourn.
Adjourned.
Thank you.